to Charts and Hearts. I'm Sarah, and she's Lindsay.
And together we're working our way through an epic list of rom-coms in order to find and categorize tropes in the hopes of creating the nerdiest spreadsheet podcasts have ever seen.
And we are wrapping up our first ever, but hopefully not our last, listener suggestion month with 1980s classic Girls Just Want to Have Fun.
This was such a fun month. We watched so many different movies. I'm glad that it ended up being a 3-episode month. So we got 4 movies in, and they were so
great,
different and fun. Yeah.
Yeah, and they were all good and different and enjoyable for different reasons. And yeah, like I feel like this one we probably, if I never had really even heard of
me
this,
either,
but I feel like we would have gotten there eventually. But the other ones that we did this month, unlikely. Yeah. So that was fun.
Suggestions, keep them coming.
Very fun.
So I don't think I knew about this movie, or like
I knew that there was a movie called this, like after the song, but I'd never seen it as far as I know.
And the weird thing, like we mentioned this, I think at the end of the last episode.
Yeah.
On IMDb, the cast list, like the top cast list.
I think it must be by like credits order or like appearance order or something.
There's something weird because it's like 3 people you've literally never heard of. And so when the movie opened and I was like, that's Sarah Jessica Parker. And she's not, you have to scroll all the way down to get to her, and she's the main character.
And then the other main character, because the other, like the sort of person who's listed first is an actress named Christy Salmers, who is in it. She's kind of the, like, she's the hostess lady, right? Mm-hmm. But then, so I just assumed that Christy Summers was like the other main character, not Sarah Jessica Parker. And I was like, oh, this lady looks so much like what's-her-face from Bad About You. No, it's actually Helen Hunt.
It's Helen Hunt. And
so it's Sarah Jessica Parker and Helen Hunt, which I had no
when
idea.
It started, I was like, is Sarah Jessica Parker in this? But it's so early, she has a small role. No, she's the main role. Anyway,
like they're really the sort of the two leads. She's the the sort of romantic lead, and then Helen Hunt's the
best friend,
BFF. Yeah, the sort of quirky best friend.
And then the guy is Joey Lawrence, but not Joey Lawrence. And is like, I had to look because he was 24. I was like, this guy is not in high school. Obviously, most of them aren't, but it was just like so obvious. It's just one of those like insane older people.
Yeah, and then Shannon Doherty plays his little sister, and she's like 12 or 13. And she's like baby Shannon Doherty.
His best friend is Jonathan Silverman. Jonathan Silverman. Yeah. Like, who was like, this kid looks so familiar, but I can't figure out who it is. And then I went and looked, and I was like, there he is. Jonathan Silverman.
Everything in the 80s. Yeah. Weekend at Bernie's.
Yeah.
That's what I recognized him from.
He had a sitcom for a while that was a crossover spin-off from Caroline in the City. I don't know. I watched it. I think it was on must-see TV,
Yeah, so fair enough.
There was a lot of sitcoms we watched on that time slot.
Just because they were there. Nice. Yeah, so so this movie was very fun. Do you want to do like a vague plot summary? There's not like a huge amount of plot. It's very
have you seen
dance-heavy.
Hairspray? Because this is what this movie is, except no singing, just dancing, and no plot story about racism. So that's the main
and like more strict parents.
Yes. So there's Sarah Jessica Parker is a new girl at a Catholic school. She and Helen Hunt become best friends. There's a dance program on after school that everybody loves to watch and dance to. They are holding auditions so you can become the next dance person. They go, Sarah Jessica Parker gets teamed up with this Joey Lawrence guy. Hijinks. She has to do this on the DL because her dad is a strict army man. And then there's like a weird rich girl who has like a cotillion, which is very strange. And there's a weird scene that has nothing to do with anything.
But it's very like 10 Things I Hate About You, like throwing the party invitations all over the place, and like all the punks get invited to the party.
And then they like crash the party, and that's a whole thing. And then hijinks and misunderstandings and more hijinks, and then tryouts.
And the cute boy is like,
he's a bad boy.
Has a really great dad.
Yes, he does have a really great dad. I like his dad.
Yeah, the cute boy, like, you know, the rich girl tries to get the cute boy to like throw the contest so that she can win instead, and like threatens to have her dad fire his dad, and his dad's like, fuck it.
And then he's at his like
his
like Irish pub in like Chicago, Chicago pub, and is like everybody's like cheering for him because his son won the thing. So then there's the big competition, and then of course there's a tie between them and the rich girl and her partner, and then they have to do a dance off. In the meantime, her dad has found out that she snuck out again, and he went down there, and then he sees her dance, and he's like, "Oh my god, you're so amazing! I love you," and everything's totally fine. And then the end. Then they get to be on the show, and Helen Hunt sneaks in and gets to be the new host because she's Helen Hunt.
Yeah, because the host like has a mental breakdown or something, or like
a hissy fit.
I don't really know what happens with her, but she maybe it's just a hissy fit.
Okay, I don't know. She's in like 3 scenes.
She quits or gets fired. Yeah. Anyways, it was really fun and charming and silly.
Yeah.
And
it was just one of those things I watched, like, it was like the 80s were weird, like in general.
Yeah.
And the way that movies were made. Like, I understand that the movie business is very different now and blah, 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 blah.
Yes.
But it's just wild that this movie, they were like, here's a song, make a movie. And they were like, we wrote 10 pages of a script, the rest will be dancing. Mm-hmm. Here you go.
Yeah.
And they were...
Yeah. I mean, like, well, so we did watch that Christmas movie, like Last Christmas, that was a plot based on a song.
True. Yep.
But it was like, but that movie actually had a plot, unlike...
Because this movie was not written by Emma Thompson.
Exactly. I don't even know who. I'm gonna guess this was written by... Amy Spies. I don't know.
This movie was written without permission from Cyndi Lauper. Let's just...
Well, Cyndi Lauper isn't the songwriter of the song, so she
didn't have permission, but she did not let them use her version of the song. So that's why this all covers.
Yeah, so they used a cover. Yeah.
Which is kind of funny.
Yeah.
But so it's interesting. It's so 80s, and I was trying to like figure out the genre of dance, and all I can come up with is 80s. Like it's just any 80s genre. And then also Sarah Jessica Parker's character was a gymnast, so flips and in general
springs.
It's very acrobatic. Like they do a lot of like calisthenic high knees, like all of them.
Yes.
So I'm like, I don't know what I guess like the generic jazz genre that you learned when you were 4 and you didn't want to do ballet. Yeah. That's kind of what I'm feeling.
Yeah, it's like music video dance from the 1980s. Yeah, that's the genre.
And then the interesting thing is I wrote it down and I was like, they wanted to be Dirty Dancing so bad, and then I realized it came out a year before Dirty Dancing came out. So but it is the parallels are strong. Yeah, there's even they do a Dirty Dancing lift, and it wasn't a Dirty Dancing lift yet because it was a year before the movie came out.
But yeah, no, they do the thing of like, okay, we're in the finals, let's do the thing. And they do the thing. It also gives a bit of Footloose vibes with the like military dad. Interesting thing about both of those comps is that those were 80s movies that didn't take place in the 80s. They were like period pieces from the 80s. I think. I'm pretty sure Footloose was also in the like 50s or 60s.
Has a year attached to it. I don't know enough about... I don't watch original Footloose a lot because it's kind of upsetting. You all think about the good part at the end, but a lot of it is like...
maybe it does take place in the 80s. Anyways, I don't know. It's more vague. Yeah, it's hard to tell if it's 80s or like if it's 50s inspired or actual 50s, because it's just like the white t-shirt, James Dean kind of look.
And they're all small towns, so their fashions are pretty generic. The 80s were a weird time. That's my takeaway from this movie.
Yeah. Okay. So yes, agreed. And like, you could just have bright colors and people doing dance numbers and it would be a movie. I don't know if this movie did like super well, but...
Well, it couldn't have done that well if we didn't know it existed, because we would have been prime for Blockbuster or, not chain. I didn't even go to a chain video rental store. But I was there literally every weekend for probably 10 years of my life, probably more than that.
No, for sure. I feel like it's kind of like a gap because like we were too, like, this movie came out in, what, 84? So we were too young for when it came out, and then too old by the time we, like, knew who Sarah Jessica Parker was.
Yeah.
To go back and watch
and
it,
like,
maybe?
it may have gotten lumped in with, like, John Hughes stuff, which I was definitely too young to watch. Like, I didn't see anything except Ferris and Breakfast Club on TV. I didn't see any of the other ones until I was way older.
And maybe this, for whatever reason, just never made it onto the, like, TV rotation, because I'm sure, like, if this had come up when I was, like, watching, like, movies like that on TV, I would have
absolutely.
watched it.
Like, and it's fairly tame. Like, it's way tamer than The Breakfast Club. So, like,
oh yeah, no, it's like,
I think
it
probably came out and did okay, and then John Hughes exploded, and then they didn't really have a chance.
Yeah,
That's probably what happened.
Yeah, just it's fine, not a, like, instant classic like lots of those other movies. Yeah. Okay, should we move on to tropes? Okay.
So we have old tech because it's the 80s. There's the thing that confuses me. The mean girl uses a payphone to call Sarah Jessica Parker's dad, and I was like, how did she get his number? I guess the phone book.
Yeah, the phone book that's in the phone booth. Yeah, or also, like, directory assistants.
But also, they just moved. They wouldn't have been in the phone book yet. Anyway, it's just old tech, good times. There's a lot of weird stuff. There's all the weird stuff at her cotillion. That's not tech, but just, like, weird 80s.
Yeah, just, like, weird 80s.
She comes out, like, she's announced to hail to the chief.
That, I forgot that part. Oh my gosh,
it's so weird.
Because, which then, because of, what's that
Dave?
movie with Walter Matthau? No, Walter Matthau, the two retired presidents, the old guys, where they, like, talk about the made-up lyrics that they have in their head for that song.
Grumpy Old Men?
And one of them's like, yeah, Grumpy Old Men. And it's like, hail to the chief, he's the chief, and he needs hailing.
No, yeah, because
hail to the chief, he's a rotten son of a bitch, all right. Something like that. Anyway, so that always is stuck in my head.
Yeah, Dave sings it in the movie Dave. Hail to the chief is the chief we all say hail to. Because he keeps himself so clean, because he's singing it in the shower. And then Sigourney Weaver walks in.
Right, yeah, it's like similar to that.
Yeah, let's watch Dave again. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, man. Okay. Yeah. And then, like, the, like, fancy printed like party invitations. Yeah, they're very, like, wedding invite style. It's really weird. Like,
It's weird that she's having cotillion and then everybody's like, yeah, I'm gonna go to this. I don't understand, but anyway.
Well, okay, and then so while we're on that, because I kind of forgot to bring this up in observations, but it kind of ties in with our next item, is so all the punks come in and they, like, jump through the windows and break whatever, but because it's a dance movie, even though they're, like, punks and they're dancing, they're doing like a choreographed like matching dance, like, all in, like, perfectly aligned, because they're probably also the dancers
who are in everything
from
else.
the TV audition.
So they're like the establishment, down with the establishment, because it's the 80s, and they're like, you know, like smashing stuff into women's like pearls and blah blah blah, and then they're like, let's do a choreographed dance. Yeah.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So we have a big contest and that ends in a dance off, which is like, it's a pretty big deal for a dance movie. Yeah.
Yeah. And also there's, like, a little contest at the beginning, like the preliminary, and then there's the finals, and then there's the dance off. So the whole thing is really just a dance contest. Yeah. Okay, we've got so many 1980s tropes and, like, tropey characters. So we've got the army dad. We've got the, like, wild but quirky
best friend.
Boyfriend. Our best friend. Yeah. We've got the nerdy, like, super horny boy character. We've got the annoying little sister who is Shannon Doherty's character, and she's got, like, the side pony and the pink t-shirt and all that stuff. It's just and then it's also, like, high school tropes, because we've got, like, the rich girl and the, like, new girl and the quirky girl who's and then because it's a Catholic school that all the, like, it's a girls' Catholic school that they're all at, so then there's, like, way more, you know, like, different socioeconomic stuff, right? Yeah.
And then there are the montages. The dance montages where they're rehearsing are incredible, because it's just so much body doubles, which we'll get to, and just so much, like, you could do it, and they're, like, trying to dance, but they're actually just trying to do a somersault. I'm like, this isn't dance, but whatever. Just, like, anyway,
it's
there's
very
a lot of montages.
acrobatic.
Yeah.
Yes, so many montages. And then we've got opposites attract. / like a little bit of enemies to lovers, but like he's not like
no, they just it's more opposites attract.
They have
like
a fight
they don't
and then
want to work together.
Yeah.
Or she doesn't want to work with him.
Yeah. Because
because he's the bad boy and she is type A. Oh yeah, like we said, there's random choreographed dancing at the cotillion. Yep, good times.
But then also just any time, like, I feel like this movie does a disservice to like choreography because it's like, well, you do this and I'll do that, and then poof, 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 and then they have a dance number. Like, it's magic. And then there's like a big blackmail, which then causes a fight and a misunderstanding and a disagreement, whatever. But then they come together for the big contest.
The big contest. And we end with 2 proud dads. One was already proud because he was a cool dad, and the other one was a reformed. He was turned around.
Reformed army
by
dad.
How many good flips Sarah Jessica Parker did. I don't want to. She does a lot of good flips, and obviously her body double does also. Like, we know Sarah Jessica Parker has dance experience. That's why she's in Footloose.
Yeah, no, she's good in it.
Like, it's just there's
no, she can definitely dance.
I cannot tell you how many flips there are in this movie. It's just so many.
Yeah, I was like, oh, because then they also do to like gym class where they're doing gymnastics outside in the courtyard,
like pommel horse
with the nuns. Oh, there's also nuns in this movie.
Of course there are,
because they're at a Catholic school, and so the nuns also do like the vault, just for fun. Like, so a nun demonstrates the vault in gym class.
What happened here? Then we got one more.
Oh, because we talked about it.
Quirky best friend. Yeah. Oh yeah, it was up here. Yeah. Quirky best friend.
Quirky best friend. Yeah, I figured she deserved a good shout out because I really loved.
No, she was very funny.
I'm also like a big Helen Hunt fan.
She was great.
Yeah. Okay, Lindsay, does this movie pass the Bechdel test?
Yes, because Sarah Jessica Parker and Helen Hunt talk about the dance show a lot. It was written by a woman, but it was directed by a man, and that man likes the male gaze a lot, and it's gross. Gross of like, why is Sarah Jessica Parker hanging out in her house in her tank top and underwear, just talking to her little brother in her underwear?
And like, how are they allowed to wear such short shorts at gym class at a Catholic school? Like they're baggy, but they're very short.
There are actually a few people of color in this, probably because
but they don't
talk. There was a ton of them at the initial dance contest, probably because they needed dancers and they didn't have a choice. But and then there was one set that had actually 2, I think they were twins, black women,
they were black twins
ladies who got to dance in the finals. So that's something.
And they were funny because they did like a
fun mirror thing.
A mirror, but basically I could be wrong, but any black characters only danced with other.
Yes, there was definitely that trope of
similar to
they can only be together, like Dirty Dancing.
They're on the same TV show. Look, aren't we inclusive, but also segregated? And okay, let's make it high.
Okay, so 80s clothes. This is where I have to talk about Helen Hunt being Claudia Kishi, because she's literally wearing like a grasshopper hat. And the first time we meet her, she has giant dinosaur hair clips. Like, they're not normal clawy hair clips. They're clawy hair clips that are dinosaurs. And it's just one of those things that there's a couple of other ones. Those are the ones I remember. One of those things that
they're amazing. I love them.
Nobody mentions. They're just there. And I was like, is this the 80s? The only other main thing I know about the 80s fashion is Claudia Kishi. And she also was wearing crazy ass shit like this. So I guess it was. So, you know.
Yeah, like they're not small dinosaurs.
No, they're
like
big.
You know the dinosaurs that you have like on your desk that are like the size of your hand. They're like that in her hair. And I think she has fish at some point too. It's amazing. Yes. I love it so much.
I love it as well. And then the 80s clothes, like the leotards that SJP wears.
Yes.
And obviously the bad boy wears a leather jacket. Like, and then the cotillion woman wears some buckwild cotillion clothes. And yeah.
It's just a delight for the 80s fans. Okay, and then we've got
we didn't
flips.
Give it a slice.
Oh, sorry, we have to give it a percent.
We're too
like
excited.
30? 30%. Yeah, because we've got another 80s related category that I think will cover the rest of that. Okay, so flips. Oh man, this movie is when they're not dancing, they're flipping, and when they're not flipping their...
Practicing their flipping.
Talking about dancing. Yeah.
35?
Yeah, that's... Or 40?
Yeah, I think 40. Body doubles. There's a lot.
Somewhat related to the flips, but... Yeah.
You know, when you know how to look for them, you can see. Like, again, they do a lot of their own dancing. They like the normal kind of dancing. But it's very obvious when they...
But then it's like a zoom out with lots of hair,
like
for all the flips.
And like Sarah, like look at the guy with determination, like you could do it, and then a torso flips and then he lands. He's like, you did it.
Yeah, it's amazing. Like 10%. They're funny, but they're not that relevant.
Leaves us with 20 for hair.
Yes, hair. There's so much hair in this movie.
Because the boy has a lot of floppy hair.
The boy has
Joey Lawrence hair.
Floofy hair. Yeah, but like floofier than Joey Lawrence ever imagined. Like it's the hair that Joey Lawrence wanted, not the hair that Joey Lawrence has or had. And then Sarah Jessica Parker has so much hair. And like it's straightened, but it's still big.
It's so big.
And then the host girl has hair. The rich girl has like the biggest curls hair. With the biggest floofy bangs.
At one point, Sarah Jessica Parker does just like touches the top of her head and like messes, like it's like almost like she's scratching her head, but like messes it up and holds her hand on her head. That is like 100% a Carrie Bradshaw thing, and it was wild to watch her do it 20 years before Carrie Bradshaw existed. And I was just like, I guess this is the thing Sarah Jessica Parker just does. Which, like, if you have her natural hair, probably you would do that.
Yeah, why wouldn't you? So, and then Helen Hunt has like perfect hair. She has like a shoulder length side part. Like it's like so straight and so shiny. It's so perfect, but it's like very different, which is funny because then like the rest of her
everything is so wild.
Like, I'm just like looking at a photo where she has like sheer tulle ribbon as a like tie around her neck, like a scarf. It's very interesting. So there's just a lot of hair.
It's good stuff.
Okay, so 30% 80s clothes, 40% flips, 10% body doubles, and 20% hair. Okay, amazing. And then what's next for them?
I don't know. They're gonna go on this show.
Yeah.
So they're gonna keep dancing together. They are both in high school. I don't know what their ages are. Because he was 25.
He must be in grade 12 because, but he was talking about going to trade school. So I think he's in grade 12 because it seemed like it was imminent. And and I have no idea what grade she's in. Probably 11 or 12.
And so they're high school kids and he's going to go to trade school. So that's that. They're going to have...
Or maybe he'll become a famous dancer.
We're going to have an 80s high school romance.
Yeah, and I bet they'll have a lot of fun at prom.
Yes. Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah, can you imagine this prom?
Yeah.
Oh, so insane. And then, Lindsay, what's next for us?
We are veering way back into the straight, narrow rom-com lane, and as much as I enjoyed this month, I'm really excited because I've been waiting a long time. For this, we are doing Julia Stiles month. And yes, we already have done 10 Things I Hate About You. You did remember that correctly, and Save the Last Dance. But don't worry, there's still more.
There's so
many
more.
We will be starting with everybody's favorite, The Prince and Me. Yes.
Oh, yes.
Rounding out, not really. More fake princesses, more fake countries. It's all I've ever wanted in my life.
Always.
And then for the Patreon, we're going to be doing Mona Lisa Smile. And then the other main feed episode will be Down to You. Because we haven't done Freddie Prinze in a while. And he deserves it because his wife just lost her famous job. So... Anyway.
Yeah. And he just turned 50.
Just turned 50 and he's looking good.
Yeah. So that should be fun. I'm excited.
Me too. Yeah. Good times.
Well, that brings us to the end of this episode. Thanks so much for joining us. You can always leave us a rating or a review wherever you get your podcast, or you can find us on social media. We are at Charts and Hearts Podcast on Instagram and Threads. Very fun on Threads. Yeah.
You can head to our website at chartsandhearts.com where you can submit your suggestions for rom-coms and tropes for us to add to the list. Just like our last month, we had a great time with Suggestion Month. Please keep them coming. And again, we are going back into white straight people lane. So if you have not white straight people suggestions, we would love to hear them because we would love to have some more inclusivity on our list.
Keep exploring. Keep exploring the ROMs and the coms.
And you can check out our Patreon, patreon.com/Charts and Hearts Club. This month we did Amelie, which was beautiful and quirky and so quirky. So quirky.
Yeah, so quirky. Yeah, we would love to know what your thoughts are on Girls Just Want to Have Fun. And in the meantime, why? Are the Cabbage Patch Mothers are having a PTA meeting?
Oh my gosh, so 80s.
It was so 80s.
Bye.
Okay, bye.